For over a decade, I was exactly where you might be right now, like searching, waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect video that will finally be that push. So if you want to start a YouTube channel or thinking about and also needing a push, you're in for a treat.
I was over a decade.
Searching and watching videos, learning. I was like, oh, I need to learn more. I need to learn so much more before I start. I need the perfect moment, the perfect timing. It was just bullshit and excuses, you know? So let's dive into 5 reasons that often hold us back from starting our YouTube channel. So, fear of failure. You need to remember every successful creator have to face failures along the way. So, if you want to be a successful creator, you have to pass through this. Is a test. A lot of people will give up here, but not you. So you're already ahead of it. I was too scared to fail, but failing, it means you're in the right path. Really, when you fail and you are able to learn from it, the failure is not the ending. The failure is just the beginning. I was like working on a plan B first because I was like, I have to have a plan B while my YouTube don't work out. If I don't get money, at least I have my plan B. But I hated plan B. I never wanted to have a plan B because I just wanted to the plan A. Just like Arnold Schwarzenegger say, when you have a plan B, you take out your energy and your focus from the plan A. That is what you really want to do.
You need to do first a real job. You need to leave your hobbies for later. You need to have college education.
When you're 18, you're gonna be on your own. You're not going to depend on me. You need to study hard. And this stuff, and I was just depressed. There will always be excuses for you not to start. There will always be excuses for you not to be good enough. And guess what? You're not good enough. You're never going to know enough to start to be perfect. But you're going to learn with practice. So basically, the most important thing I had to do was change my mindset. I had to start believing I could do it, because if I didn't believe I could do it, why I would do it at all? I was too scared to do it, and just be in vain, is what everybody is afraid of, right? People see how much you put effort in, came out to nothing. But one thing I learned is that we have to believe that our effort is going to bring the consequences that we expect, because has been this way for everybody that had success. They had to try. People just see the heights and don't see the struggles that he's been through. I mean, Mr. Beast, he spent years, I think it was 400 videos before he could actually explode. He was shooting with only cell phone. And I was always like, oh, I can't start because I don't have a perfect camera to shoot. And every time I would see a new channel starting and
Being good even with no camera, no lighting, no anything, just watching and feeling sorry for myself.
I really had to understand that If I believed, then people would believe in me. I just wanted people to support my dream, but the only person that has to support your dream the most is yourself. That was the most important thing I learned. And the thing is, I might not be like, ooh, a great YouTuber now, but who said I'm not going to be? Who said I'm not going to get there one day? If I keep making effort, who are you to tell me, oh no, you can't? The one thing I learned is, yes, there's a lot of people that already accepted the fact that they're going to be just mediocre, and they secretly want you to fail. They don't want you to succeed. They want you to be like where he is, like where they are. But I always dreamed big, you know, and I always thought I was crazy. I always suppressed those dreams. But so what? They're my dreams. Self-doubt. So you need to notice that inner critic voice that is telling you you can't do this.
Oh no, you're gonna make a fool of yourself.
Thought I didn't have what it takes. I was always feeling pity of myself, like,
How can everyone in this world be able to go after their dreams, and I'm just so weak, such a coward, you know? And I'm lazy.
it's a constant battle with yourself, like a calling, like you can be more, you can be so much more. And then this other voice saying, you're nobody, you're no one, you're just another brick in the wall. I started to watch YouTube's become my obsession. I was like, oh, this is so awesome. It was my ultimate dream. Be able to talk and having people in the other side of the world like agreeing with your thoughts. Because I was always this lonely girl with a lot of thoughts, a lot of feelings, and I hated myself. So I spent years obsessed about being a YouTuber and thinking about the content I could create and wanting to belong but feeling alone, and knowing that out there in somewhere in this world there is people that feel just like me, and it was a dream to be able to express myself and talk to people, me, and being understood. I wanted to be understood. Maybe I could be a YouTuber, maybe I could be an actress. And people would say, oh, you don't have what it takes, you're so shy. How you would ever be able to do that? You're so shy. And it's scary to face the unknown, but it's also so exciting, you know? Isn't like exciting to try a new thing and see if you can make it? And think, oh, who would want to watch me? But everyone has something valuable to teach, and you can always learn something valuable with others. There's always something that you know that might be silly for you, but is completely new for others. It's something I always try to remember myself. So before I could ever think about becoming a YouTuber, I had to go through that me. I had to win myself because I didn't believe myself. Didn't know how to start at all. There was just so many doubts, so many obstacles. Oh, I don't know how to edit a video. I didn't have time. Can I ever learn how to do it? I was like, oh no, it's too hard. It's too hard for me. I just can't.
I was like, oh, let's see if I can find someone that can do that for me. So that meant
More 2 years passed and I didn't do it. It was
until I was 27. Like, I'm 27 now. And I was like, damn, a lot of time passed. Always in my head. I was not taking action to make what it takes, and it was making me feel stressed. So don't be overwhelmed thinking about the equipment, the algorithm, or it's just too much. What you have, what you are right now, is more than enough for you to get starting. You have no excuses. If you really want something, you definitely can find a way for you to work on it while you're doing other things, you know? I was just thinking about obstacles and being stuck. Like, oh no, look at that obstacle there. I don't want to face that shit. I'm gonna stay right here where I am. Something like this. I was just tired of not trying. I was just, why can't you just try? I didn't want it to be a surly old lady regretting, thinking about what if you didn't felt so scared back then and started. It was a decision that I made with myself. Forget plan B. I spent years thinking about plan B. I'm only focusing on my plan A. So forget about perfectionism, the trap of wanting everything to be flawless, everything to be just perfect. End up delaying all the creation process. So don't wait for everything to align perfectly like I was waiting. Embrace the imperfections is what makes you genuine, your content genuine. It's sometimes what makes people relate to you more. Content yourself in learning in the process, knowing that you're not going to be perfect or the best when you start. We'll get better with time and practice. Of course, your video might be shitty, but you're going to learn as you create. It's fine. The fear of facing judgment, it can shatter our confidence and make us questioning our worth, whether it's from peers or strangers, can be very daunting. I was just a pleaser.
I wanted everyone to like me. I was like always being the person I thought people would like me to be.
I was just not myself my whole life, but just thinking in my head how it would be being myself. And this is me being myself, and I feel great being myself. I just want to be myself forever. One thing that made me like crazy about starting my YouTube video is that I couldn't follow the script, but it's fine. I'm always figuring out ways that I can work with this, you know? But anyway, you might find some English errors in the way of my video because English is not my native language. I'm actually Brazilian with Taiwanese parents. So believe that doing the work you can. You definitely can, because I'm believing. So we can believe together. Are you with me? Tell me in the comments below, in what moment are you? If you are like already creating or just thinking about or what. It's nice to think that I can reach different people. Different people from across the globe. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope catching you
Yeah, I'm
in the
tired of
next
shit, and the
video.
coffee ain't hit yet. Damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work.